I invited both of you to come and join me on the program because we've got a big topic: budgeting, saving, and spending, and preferably in that order. So I need your help, and we'll just dive in, and I'll start with you, Steve. What are some of the things that people need to do to get their financial house in order? We need to be able to build our financial future on a strong foundation. So what are some of the first steps people should look at?
At the end of the day, as we talk about the cornerstone of personal finance, I mean, that comes down to spending less. Because if I can spend less, then I can save more, get out of debt, and all the good stuff.
Yeah, excellent. Nancy, what do you think about that?
I think it's vital. So you need to know where you are if you want to get anywhere. So one thing that I do with clients, whether they're a multimillionaire or a thousandaire, is to do a regular money meeting every week. So if you're a couple, you do it obviously together, or if you're by yourself, managing your money by yourself, then you do that once a week. And that can help people to actually implement getting your financial house in order.
So just holding yourself accountable as you go along, and then I guess kind of tweaking as you go?
Absolutely, because it's just like a diet. If you go on a crash diet, it's not going to work. So if you're changing your money habits and you're looking at reaching financial goals, then what you need to do is you need to take it a step at a time, and then you need to be a little bit easy on yourself. It's not going to all happen at once. So if you take a little step every week and you're accountable with yourself and your partner, then it can work.
Well, it's kind of like the diet you mentioned. You know, if you say, okay, tomorrow, no more sugar. That's quite an adjustment to make.
Absolutely, and it doesn't work.
And so it's about balance, and we'll kind of go back to that point. And Steve, is balancing these different priorities we have in our life. We've got not only debt, saving, and spending, but we also have trying to balance between today and tomorrow. So how do we do that? How do we balance our lifestyle now versus lifestyle later?
Yeah, it comes down to the mindset, because like I said, we live in the now, and we don't really think about the future. As you get older, I mean, the future, I mean, it gets really, really close, but at the beginning, you know, we have to have that long-term approach, because people that are good with their finances, they have a long-term approach when it comes down to their finances. So they need to assess their lifestyle now and be able to adjust over the years just so they can have a comfortable retirement. And if not, they're just going to have to work forever.
Other ideas for the balancing act I'm trying to get to, Nancy?
Well, I think it comes down to trade-offs, right? So you can do all the things you want, or maybe most of the things you want, but you can't do them all at once. So pick the things that are most important to you now, like what fuels your passion, what's really important to you, and do those things. Maybe it's taking a vacation with your kids every year while they're little and they're at home. But then maybe not spending money going out to restaurants every night. So I think it's all about trade-offs, and that way you can meet your long-term goals, the mid-term goals, and your short-term goals.
I like that. I'll have to work on that with the kids. They want to do both.
Absolutely, everybody does. That's what's so hard about it. Yeah, there's so many things that are pulling at us with our money, and especially with kids.
Other thoughts on that, Steve?
Yeah, it comes down to, if you ask somebody what's important in their lives, there's two measurements: where they're spending their money and where they're spending their time. So if you say, hey, my family's important, the first thing I'm going to ask you is, how much time are you spending with your family? If you're on the golf course every weekend not spending time with your family, please don't tell me that your family's important. So at the end of the day, where we spend our money, where we spend our time, that's what's going to determine what our priorities are. And like I said, if you want to know where you're spending your money, you just open up your checkbook or look over your bank statement, and right there, jump right there in front of your face that, hey, this is what's important to you, because that's where I'm spending my money.
Yeah, I'm hearing both of you say it's really about accountability. So we can have a spouse help us be accountable, a friend maybe. If we're going to, or obviously a financial professional.
Absolutely.
So if you're going to trust somebody, what are some of the things we look for there? I'll kind of pick up on that with you, Steve. Do we need them to be in good financial shape also?
Oh, definitely. We talk about accountability. I mean, that's what's going to increase your probability for success. So the same thing for the gym. You have a personal trainer that holds you accountable, because you can get on the internet and figure out what exercises to do, what to eat right. But when you have somebody that's saying, hey, this is what you're going to do, and I'm going to check on you every week to make sure you're doing it, you're more likely to follow. And that's why with your finances, you know, you sit down with a certified financial planner or professional, you know, they're going to hold you accountable for your financial decisions. So that's key point, is that you need that accountability, and that's going to give you the increased probability of you reaching your goals.